Hello and welcome back to Anime Plus Recaps. Today we recap an abomination. I mean an anime with a very good plot. Rosario plus vampire.
Sorry, but I've got some balls to go grab.
Average student Sukune Ana does not get accepted into any local high schools, but his parents are more than happy to have him enroll in the boarding school Yokai Academy after his father had a lucky encounter with a drunk man in a white monk's robe. He encounters and befriends Mocha Akashiya, a vampire that becomes enchanted by the scent of his human blood.
That smell. Huh? Smell? I can't help it, 'cause I'm a vampire.
However, he discovers that yokai is a school for monsters. According to the school rules, the students must retain their human forms on academy grounds, and any humans who manage to get past the school's magic protection barrier are to be executed. Sukune tries to run away from the school, but has a confrontation with Mocha. A fight with a delinquent student named Seizo Kamiya quickly endangers Sukune's life right before he accidentally removes the rosary on Mocha's neck, which transforms Mocha into a powerful vampire with silver hair that easily defeats Seizo. Afterward, he wakes to find the pink-haired Mocha caring for him and wanting another drink from his neck. After learning that the bus driver only makes trips to and from the academy once a month, Sukune tries not to draw any attention to himself, but Mocha is more than happy to greet him affectionately, drawing jealousy from the other students, including the popular succubus student Kurumu Kurono. After Sukune remarks that Mocha is only using him for his blood, Kurumu seduces Sukune by putting him in a trance, but Sukune manages to break the spell. An enraged Kurumu tries to kill him, but Mocha arrives and saves him. After Sukune removes Mocha's rosary, Mocha easily defeats Kurumu, but Sukune spares Kurumu from further harm. The next day, Sukune and Mocha are shocked to see Kurumu has fallen in love with Sukune. The crush that the young, smart witch Yukari Sendo has on Mocha drives her to endeavor to isolate her from Sukune through various and often humorous pranks. Among these, she tries to make Mocha believe that Sukune is making sexual advances on Kurumu, who does not seem to care whether it is a prank or not. Yukari apparently does not care about making friends, given the fact that she was looked down upon by everyone. Later on, as Yukari goes outside, she is confronted by a lizard man named Tadashi Wanabuchi and his two subordinates who are intolerant of witches due to how close they are to being human. Mocha, Sukune, and Kumuru each arrive to help Yukari. After Sukune is injured while protecting Yukari, he removes the rosary from Mocha's neck before fainting. Mocha's inner self easily takes out the trio of lizardmen. Yukari quickly finds that Sukune is a true friend and vows to turn over a new leaf. The next day, Yukari declares that she now loves Sukune just as much as she loves Mocha. Damn, the harem keeps filling up. Oh, wait a minute. The fan club coalition naively believe that Sukune is the reason why Mocha, Yukari, and Kurubi do not pay them any attention. Sukune is despondent over the fact that he cannot protect the girls the way that they protect him due to his lack of strength. Mocha becomes convinced Sukune is trying to return to the human world. At the bus stop, the fan club attacks Sukune, but the three girls step in and save him. After the fanboys combine themselves, Sukune removes the rosary from Mocha's neck to awaken her inner self, which allows all the girls to take out the three fanboys. The girls learn that Sukune only wanted the bus driver to deliver the letters he wrote to his family, and Mocha had simply overreacted. Sukune learns that the bus driver will now come once a day and that phones have been installed in the student lobby can reach the human world. Sukune and Mocha are having a hard time choosing an extracurricular club to join until Sukune, hoping to see Mocha in a bikini, decides on joining the swimming club hosted by mermaids. Mocha becomes jealous as she watches Sukune being flirted with Tamae Chinos, the head of the swimming club. However, what Sukune does not know is that Mocha has aquaphobia, since water drains her vampire powers due to its purifying effects. During a swim meet, Kurumu and Yukari, who joined the swimming club with Sukune, try to garner the most attention through the events. As Tamao tries to isolate Sukune for herself, he sees the other mermaids preying on the other male club members. Mocha arrives to save him and jumps into the pool, electrocuting herself. As Kurumu and Yukari hold off the mermaids, Sukune swims to the bottom of the pool and removes the rosary on Mocha's neck. Mocha's inner self emerges, and due to being weakened by the water, tricks Tamao into leaping out of the water so she can give her a good kick. Inner Mocha then reprimands Sukune for not understanding outer Mocha and for making her cry. The next day, Shizuka Nekonom, the homeroom teacher, recommends Sukune, Mocha, Kurumu, and Yukari join her newspaper club instead. During the first meeting of the newspaper club, Sukune and company are introduced to Jin Morioka, who uses his superficial charm to crowd out Sukune, framing him as a mysterious peeping Tom who has been photographing the girls around school. As Kurumu and Yukari work to illuminate the real culprit and clear Sukune's name, Mocha ponders who Sukune truly is in her heart. Jin later tries making a move on Mocha, but Kurumu and Yukari point out several flaws in Jin's story, proving he is the peeping Tom. Jin shows his true colors and form as a werewolf, almost as powerful as a vampire, but as Sukune comes to protect Mocha from harm, he removes the rosary on Mocha's neck. Jin finds that he cannot outrun or outwit Mocha's inner self. The next day, they put out flyers exposing Jin's actions and clearing Sukune's name. While Jin is chased by all the girls he took pictures of, Mocha kicks Sukune after he nearly looks up her skirt and ends up sucking his blood again. As Sukune and the others from the newspaper club hand out the paper to the students, a snow girl named Mizore Shirayuki appears and takes an immediate liking to Sukune. Seeing him as a lonely kindred spirit that needs companionship, Mizore tries to isolate Sukune for herself, but Mocha and Kurumu prevent that from happening. Mizore later finds herself in danger of expulsion because Okudo Katsubo, the physical education teacher, accuses her of attacking him without cause. Jin ends up clearing Mizore's name by showing photos he took of Katsubo in his Kraken form trying to take advantage of Mizore. As Mizore expresses her loneliness, Sukune prevents Mizore from falling off the cliff into the ocean. As Mocha reaches for Sukune, he removes the rosary on Mocha's neck. Mocha's inner self punishes Mizore and tells her to try living her life before thinking of dying. Mizore returns the next day with a new haircut. Jin is beaten up for continuing to take secret photos of female students. Sukune, Mocha, and Kurumu end up catching colds from Mizore's ice magic. The beautiful math teacher Ruriko Kagome will be giving midterms soon, but Sukune is falling behind the others and may end up in summer school if he fails the midterms. Sukune has math tutoring sessions with the girls, and Mocha offers her notes for him to study. However, this draws the attention of Ruriko, who insists Sukune be given extra lessons with her instead. Unfortunately, Sukune's unusual proficiency in math from these lessons comes at the cost of his personality. Mocha finds out that Ruriko is a lamia who is trying to seduce Sukune with her serpent body whilst forcing mathematical formulas into his mind. After Ruriko attacks Mocha, the latter's notes splatter onto the floor, which brings Sukune back to his senses. After he removes the rosary on Mocha's neck, Mocha's inner self easily defeats Ruriko. The next day, Sukune manages to pass the midterms thanks to Mocha's notes. Yukari aces her tests, Mizore barely gets by, and Kurumu fails miserably. While on summer vacation in the human world with Nekonom as their chaperone, fun in the sun on a beach for the newspaper club gives way to a field of sunflowers on a hill that Sukune discovers. He does not realize that there are a pair of witches residing there that make no distinction between them and the land developers that covet that area. Feeling left out by the others due to her young age, Yukari encounters Ruby Togo later that night, pleasantly surprised to see another witch. As Yukari is pondering whether to join Ruby and her guardian, later recognized as Lady Oyakata, Sukune arrives to escort her back to the others. Ruby tries to attack Sukune with plant monsters, but Yukari slices them to pieces. Just as Yukari leaves with the others, Ruby critically wounds Sukune, giving Mocha, Kurumu, and Mizore the incentive to fiercely attack Ruby. After Ruby awakens to find herself in a tent with Sukune and the other girls, she explains how badly witches have been treated and how developers are planning to destroy the sunflower field. After hearing her story, Sukune and the other girls invite her to join the club and attend the academy with them. Seeing how kindly Sukune and his friends treat each other, Ruby starts to have doubts that drive her to later sneak out that night back to Oyakata. When Sukune and the other girls rush into the sunflower field to search for her, Ruby instigates a massive battle with plant monsters. Both Sukune and Mocha are trapped within the field when the others fend off the plant monsters. Sukune removes the rosary on Mocha's neck, and Mocha's inner self takes on Ruby alone, but to no avail. Ruby learns from Sukune that Oyakata had died, but Ruby is in denial. Ruby uses a forbidden spell to attack them, but with their combined effort, they manage to destroy the spell. As Ginny and Nekonom arrive the next day, it is revealed that Ruby has survived the blast. As summer vacation has ended, a new term at the academy has started. However, as the newspaper club is working on its next edition, this rouses Kido, a member of the powerful and corrupt security committee, who is trying to disband the newspaper club through competition. Ginny orders the club not to distribute any more newspapers, telling Sukune and Kurumu to burn them in the incinerator. The two encounter Kido and her 3 minions. She attacks them in her Jiroguma form, but the other girls arrive to save them. Sukune removes the rosary on Mocha's neck, and Mocha's inner self easily repels the assault, tying Kido and her minions up in their own spiderweb. Nonetheless, the destructive resolve of the security committee against the newspaper club is strengthened and amplified with just as much ease. The newspaper club attempts to collect evidence of the security committee's corruption. However, this causes Sukune to be arrested by Kuyo, the leader of the security committee, suspecting Sukune as a human. Mocha, Kurumu, and Mizore are also arrested for knowing Sukune was a human, after hearing testimonies from several students and staff, as well as the coercive questioning with the 3 girls. Sukune is forced to admit being human. Now that his confession is community knowledge within the academy, Mocha is jailed for being an accessory to his deception. Kuyo sentences Sukune to death. Kurumu and Mizore relay this disbelieving yet shocking news to Yukari and Ginny. Ruby, first disguised in the form of a crow, gathers the other 4 girls together to fight against the security committee and rescue Sukune from being executed. After Sukune is reunited with Mocha, it is then that Kuyo severely injures Sukune with his flames. As his body goes limp, he removes the rosary from Mocha's neck. Although Mocha's inner self prepares to inject her blood into Sukune, Kuyo returns in the form of a fox demon and quickly dispatches all attempts to be defeated by the rest of the group. To make matters worse, as she charges to attack, Mocha's inner self realizes that giving up her blood to save Sukune has weakened her greatly. Somehow Sukune is miraculously revived and saves Mocha's inner self from being burned. With Ginny's help, Mocha's inner self beats Kuyo unconscious. Sukune is mistakenly given credit for beating Kuyo, something no human could have possibly done, and is allowed to stay at the academy with everybody believing he is a monster again. Mocha, after spending time recovering in the infirmary, awakes when she is visited by Sukune. She tries to kiss him, but the other girls arrive and try to get him to kiss them, much to his horror. If you guys want a continuation to the part 2, make sure to subscribe and comment down below. Sayonara.